Now let's nerd out with some for loops and look at a number of examples to help us understand how a for loop works inside Python. So for the first example, I have for I in range 10, print hello. So I see that print is indented over, and I see that we have range 10. So the description of the output is I'm expecting to see that hello is printed 10 times. So Carly, I think have you written up this code?
Yeah, for I in range 10, and then I have print hello.
And what I expect to see is I should see hello 10 times.
I just ran it, and that is exactly what I see. Hello
Awesome.
10 times.
So for example B, we have for I in range 10. So we know, again, this is going to run 10 times. And we have print random.randint 1, 6. So I expect that a random dice roll will be printed 10 times. So now instead of just printing hello 10 times, I expect a random dice roll to be printed 10 times since what's inside my print statement is slightly different now. And because I'm using a random library, if you just run this code as it is, you're going to see an error. So what do you do?
That's what I just did. So I did import random, and it ended up working.
Awesome. And what do we see?
We see 10 numbers, 4, 1, 5, 2, 6, 2, 4, 3, 2, 6, all between 1 and 6.
So every time it's different, and every time there's we get 10 numbers printed out. So we have exactly 10 numbers, but every number is a random different number. So for example C, now we see that the code's nearly identical to the example beforehand, except for now we have for I in range 50, print random.randint 1, 6. So here I expect, since the only difference in the code is the number of times it runs, I expect this to be a random dice roll will be printed 50 times. So if you change that 10 to 50, Carly, what do you get?
I get 50 die rolls, and it's so many, I have to scroll down to see all of them.
So, but a whole bunch of numbers all between 1 and 6?
All between 1 and 6, yes.
Awesome. So for the second puzzle, now we want to write the code corresponding to a statement. So the statement of this output is this should print out our name exactly 7 times. So I want to make sure we use for loops. You could obviously print your name 7 times, but since Carly's actually typing it up, I'm going to print her name.
Perfect.
Or she's going to print her name. I can just say for I in range, we said exactly 7 times, so inside range should be 7. Then we'll have print. And because our names are strings, they're not numbers, we need quotes around them. So I would print Wade here. Carly in her program should print Carly.
Just did, and I get Carly 7 times.
Awesome. So for example B, we wanted to randomly print heads or tails a total of 33 times. So basically flip a coin a total of 33 times. So this is interesting because we know we want to do something 33 times. So we know the first line of code. So for I in range 33. And then I'm going to create a variable, and I'm going to call that variable flip to have the results of my coin flip. So flip is equal to, now here we want to use random again because we want to randomly choose between heads and tails. But here we don't want to use random.randint. So instead, we want to make a choice between a list of things. So we're going to use random.choice here.
Ooh, okay.
So flip is equal to random.choice. And our choices are between a list that includes the string heads and the string tails. So closing off the list, closing off the parentheses, and now still indented because we want to make sure the flip happens 33 times and the print statement happens 33 times. So I've got 2 lines indented. The second line is going to be print flip. And by doing these two lines of code inside the for loop, I expect to see heads or tails printed out a total of 33 times.
That's what I see. I got heads, tails, heads, heads, tails, tails, heads, 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 tails, etc.
That was quite a range of, quite a series of heads.
Yeah, there's a sequence of heads.
So this is how we're able to do 33 coin flips in just a few seconds. So that is a few examples of how to use for loops in simple applications inside of Python.